Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Color with Donna in Coloritaville, and today's color and chat, which is in the mystical lands of Uchana by Karen E. Myers. This is book 1 of the Uchana series, and I'm going to be working on the shoe house today. I thought it looked like a cute little image that I could work on a little bit with you guys, and we'll see how far I can get along in that. I thought also that I would use my Graphite B markers. I haven't used them in a while, and there are some areas that have some pretty tiny little details, and I thought it would be nice to have the option of this teeny tiny little end on the Graphite B marker. So I'm going to use those markers today. I just thought that that would probably be the best choice for that. So, okay, let's see. I need to play around with these markers just a little. It's been a while since I used them, so I don't have a swatch chart here with me. So I'm just going to kind of use just a little piece of paper so I can just kind of do a little scribble here or there when I need to know a color. So just bear with me a second. I know I probably should have had this done, you know, before I went on camera. My bad. I really messed that up. I admit it. Okay, so okay, this is kind of dark. I don't know if I want it quite that dark. Just bear with me while I play with my markers. Yeah, I think maybe this. Okay, so I've got my blotter page back there. So we are good. This is the Keiko Graphite B marker. And I'll do these little lines around the edges. This is actually a little darker than I really wanted. So, oh well. We'll make it. That way I can do the little wood stacks on top, a little bit of a lighter color, and hopefully that will work out fine. So how are you beautiful people doing on this wonderful, rainy, cold day? At least that's the weather here in Georgia. The rain just doesn't want to stop. I'm very thankful that we're not living in the areas that are just getting insane amounts of snowfall and ice and things like that, because we couldn't. I couldn't. And, you know, I feel so sorry for those of you in Texas right now, because I know how bad it is, and you guys just aren't used to that at all. You know, every so often we get that kind of weather here in Georgia, but I know that many of those places in Texas never get, you know, that kind of weather, and they're getting it, and it's just a mess. I saw on the news this morning an overturned fire truck in San Antonio. It overturned, I guess, this morning due to ice out there. That's just, yeah, that's insane. Absolutely insane. So it seems that global warming has been cured. That's, you know, you got to be funny, right? You got to find something to lighten the mood a little bit when we're going through things like this. And it seems like the whole country's got really crazy weather. I noticed the other day, I can't remember exactly what day it was, I think Monday maybe, the only state in the entire country that had temperatures like 60 or above was like parts of southern Florida. Everybody else was like lower than that. And a lot were much lower than that. So it's been kind of crazy for sure for everybody. I hope wherever you are that you're safe and you're warm. I hope that I hope that your power is back on. I know a lot of people have been saying that they're experiencing, I think they're called rolling blackouts maybe, where you get power for a little bit every day, but not all day. And I've been seeing these pictures of rooms that just have ice in the actual rooms. I guess where like water lines have busted in the house, and it's just causing like icicles from ceiling fans and things like that. This has been pretty wild. And those are areas of Texas I've been seeing that from. So I'm hoping that that'll at least stay out of Georgia. We've managed just to have some cold temps and a lot of rain, but nothing really cold enough to worry about mass freezings. We've had some black ice and things in northern Georgia over the past week, and they've had a few closings, but the closings don't happen. I mean, it's a situation where people are going into work at like 10 a.m. instead of like 8. So it's thawing out fairly quickly. So of course that's good. I'm happy, for that here. But yeah, this has been something else the past few days. Oh goodness. There's some kind of a vehicle out front. I can hear it, but I can't tell if it's here or if it's at the neighbors, because I'm not really expecting anything today. I did order something from Amazon early this morning that they said I would get same day on, but then when I checked out, it's like, oh, no, not till Sunday. And I'm like, really? Really? And for me, today's Friday. I don't know when you guys will see this video, because I do have a couple more videos that needs to come out, like review videos. So, yeah. So today for me is the 19th of February. You guys aren't going to see this for a few days. Alrighty. Moving right along here. I think this would have been a great brown to have used. I wish I would have just used it to begin with. All right, I'm just gonna go in here, and I don't know how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna put just a few little lines, kind of where the boot shows some shading or wear or whatever you would like to call it here on throughout the boot. I'm going to add a little bit of this, and then I'll go in with a lighter brown. And this is actually a lighter brown that I used on the first part of the shoe. I wish I would have realized. It looked a little too light when I first swatched it out over here, but I guess that's why swatch books are a good thing. And I did swatch these when I first got them, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know where the swatch is anymore. Somehow I misplaced it. I did that also with my I can't think of the name of them. My Cali Art brush markers. So its swatch just kind of went poof and disappeared on me one day also. So I've just been kind of just guessing using squiggles and things like that to figure out what my colors are. If I'm not, sure, just kind of use it a little bit of it on a piece of paper and say, yep, or nope. And so far it's working out okay, but I think it is harder for me to pick my colors this way, and I keep getting colors that are too dark, and I'm just going to have to sit down and re-swatch all these again. So I'll have the swatches. Generally, if I can see the colors, I can usually choose fairly decent colors for things, but it's really hard for me if I can't see the colors really well. There goes Lucy. See, I told you guys there was something out front, because now she's like, oh, hello. You don't belong here. I have no idea. Maybe Amazon did decide to bring me my stuff today. That would be cool. But they sure have gotten here fast, if that's the case. Okay. That's looking all right. Let's go in here and find me. Okay, I think that'll work. And this one is just brown number 3. Yeah, this will work. Things seem to be quiet and calm, and then I'm like, I think I'm gonna do my video now, and I get everything set up, and that's when it seems like cars pull up, or trucks pull up, or deliveries come, or my dogs go crazy. Generally most of the day, if I'm here at the house, it's just dead silence. The dogs are sleeping, they're peaceful, but the minute I say, hey, let's make a video. I really think these noises are coming from next door, though. I don't think it's here. But I guess the possibility always exists that I'm wrong. So I hope you guys had an amazing week despite weather and things like that. Let me know what you guys have been up to this week. I spoke to you guys last, I guess, about Valentine's Day, at least in a color and chat. So how have you been doing since then? What have you been up to? Let me know. I do care about you guys a lot. I always wonder what you guys are up to. Oh, and I did want to just mention something, and I'm not going to say names or anything else, but, when I had to block someone from the channel because of being rude, really rude to one of my subscribers, or to another subscriber, well, I just wanted to put out there also that I'm not going to let people verbally attack or insult or anything like that companies. If I'm doing a review, if you don't like something, feel free to express it. Hey, I don't necessarily agree with that, or I wish it was like this, but don't get insulting. Like, if they think I'm ever buying their stuff again, they're crazy, kind of thing. I'm not going to tolerate that either, because these companies are kind enough to trust me to show their products and things like that, and they deserve to expect to be treated with respect and kindness here on the channel. And yeah, so in the future, if that happens, I'm just going to start blocking people completely, because nobody needs that kind of negativity. I don't need it. I don't want it. And I truly believe that most of you guys agree with me on that. So I did want to throw that out there, because this is the first video I've sat down and made since I saw that kind of happen. So, okay, let me see. I'm thinking. And yes, it hurts terribly. All right, this is a dark color. This is like neutral gray 8. Yeah. I may just go ahead. No, that's a little too dark. Let me switch this. Let me go to maybe 7 and see, because I think 8's going to show up a little too dark. 7's almost as bad. Do these little edges around the shoe. If you guys know me very well, you know I'm not much for black. When I color, I'll use grays, darker grays, but generally I don't even like to be quite this dark. It's okay though, I think that looks all right. And then I definitely don't want the shoestrings to be that dark, for sure. Let's see about these, maybe. Yeah, I think this will be okay for these shoestrings. Bootstraps, shoestrings, I guess these wouldn't be considered bootstraps. I think bootstraps are the ones that are like on the side that you use to pull boots up with. If you guys are coloring this page, I'm curious to see how you guys color it. And be sure to send me your finished page. First of all, I'd love to share it with the rest of the community if you would like. If not, let me know and I won't. But I always like to see how other people kind of picture things in their heads. Ooh, I don't know that I have enough gold to do this. All right, I'll start putting these little golds around this, but I'm probably gonna have to get another one of these. I've got more hybrid gold metallics pens, and I don't think there's enough ink left in this one. But I use them until the last drop before I switch them out. So if we hit the last drop, I'll just have to stop and come back and do that after I finish the picture. But I figure this gel pen can be drying while I'm figuring out my next color that I want to use. There, actually, it looks like that worked. Okay, so there's that part of the boot. I may actually do the edges of those windows with that Keiko also. Yeah, I think this looks good like that. Try not to get here in these little circles because those probably need to have a little bit of gold on them. Also, all right, get this one done. And then we'll have a boot at least. We won't have the top or anything like that, but I think I'll probably need to put some daylight or something in these windows. See if I can get any more gold out of this pen. There, look at that. I think the boot looks good. What do you think? Okay. Just gonna have to play around with colors for a minute. Actually, I like that, but I need something else. I don't know what yet. All right, let's work on this wood up here. I'm going to put, just like I did with the other, I'm going to put a little bit of other, like a darker color kind of at the base. Hopefully it still shows through. Or not at the base, but in the, like the grooves of the wood and things like that. Okay. Now the pups are like, let us in, let us in. I hear that my mother-in-law is awake and she's getting ready to make her some breakfast. Hopefully she won't come over the Alexa. If she does, I'll have to edit the video. But we shall see. Okay. Now, hopefully that was dark enough. And I'm just going to go over this with this lighter color. So we'll have us some really light color wood. And if it doesn't show through, I'll probably have to go back over it with another color. But I wasn't 100% sure that that color was going to work. But after I let it dry really good, I can come back, and it doesn't take long for alcohol marker to dry, but once it gets good and dry, I can go back in and add more details with a little darker color if I want, and it should work out okay. I know this is kind of an orangey color, but I wanted it to, I didn't want it to like super blend in. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. Okay. Well, it's not terrible, right? It's not terrible, but I don't like the fact that it's not showing through as good as I wanted it to. Let me work with this just a minute. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last mystical video, but I have been given a heads up that there is a new Kelswitch book on its way. So that'll mean that there'll be 3 mystical lands of Kelswitch and 3 Uchanas. And then who knows? I hope maybe one day she'll create a whole new world, and that would be really cool too. Okay, this is a really light yellow. It's called cream, actually. It's the lightest yellow I believe I've got. Give our indoor light. Can be the cream. I think that's good. I don't know yet what I want to do with the flag or the oh goodness, my mind went blank. This like the fireplace flue. I think that's what it's called. Not flue. Oh, I can't think. Like the little chimney. So we'll have to see on that. I guess I'll come in and do this, the light caramel color also, like the wood here on the door. Probably going to need some more gold for the little areas, the little door handles and things. And then I guess this little block of wood down here, I can add that to that also. Just kind of try to keep my wood all the same color, I guess. And we got this little clothesline over here. And then I'm definitely going to come back in and put some extra work into that. All right, so little details in the wood grain. Okay. The little hatchet handle right there. All right. So do you guys have any, well, I guess it'll be next week. What were your weekend plans? I was going to say you got any plans for the weekend, but you guys aren't going to see this until the end of the weekend. So tell me what you did this weekend. I'm sure you guys did something, hopefully, that was enjoyable. Other than just sit at home and freeze, because it has been cold, cold, cold. I know, I'm definitely over it. All right. So, all of the boots done. This looks kind of like cobblestone. I'm thinking maybe some kind of, oh, those are cool grays. I thought I had some blue grays. Maybe I don't. It doesn't really look like a cool gray to me anyway, so. Okay, let's work on this cobblestone area here. I don't think I really have many plans for the weekend. We definitely need to go shopping. A trip to Sam's Club is probably in order. The pups need some more food, and that is where I got it around Christmas time, and they liked that food. The price of the food that I normally feed on Amazon has went way up, way up. So I'm going to try to take a little bit of a breather from that food for a minute until those prices come back down just a tad. Yeah. So we definitely need to do that. There's a few grocery type items that we need. But other than that, I don't think there's any real plans. We really need to make a trip up and go ahead and look at that camper. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that could be a plan. I just realized that I could probably use this up here. This is pretty silvery looking in my opinion. So I thought, yeah, maybe we could just come up here and use this. Up here also. And then I may use some like silver to kind of accent it just a little bit. from my dual hybrid silver. So yeah, hopefully we can maybe go look at that camper, because I want to know I really want to know what we're dealing with that, because I've been really excited thinking about it as you know, a possibility. And if it's something that is going to work out, I kind of want to know, you know, so I can start making some plans. I'm a planner by nature. I mean, I don't keep planners and all that kind of stuff laying around, but I like to have an idea of what I'm doing so I can kind of, you know, plan for it. Okay, I think that looks good. Yeah. All right, so let's see where we're at. All right, we have, oh, I guess the little thing here really needs to be like a silvery color too. The axe head, the head of the axe. Let's add a little bit of silver to that. All right. Okay, I think that's shaping up really good. I would really like this flagpole to be gold, but I don't think I have enough gold to keep doing this. I'm going to run out of gold here in a minute. It does surprise me how far these pens really do go, though, because you can't even see the ink left in it anymore. It looks like it's already empty, but I will continue to push it until it is completely out, because, yeah, I'm not going to waste. Oh, here's part of it too, I guess. For some reason, I was thinking that was flag, but no, the flag's tied onto it. There. Gold flagpole. And this looks like wood here. So let's bring the wood up. Like that. So the shoe is done. It's just missing its flag, correct? Now, what colors do I want to use on the flag? I don't really know. Maybe I could put some blue in it. This is cayenne. Yeah, these little tiny lines and stuff on the flag is why I kind of decided I was going to use these markers, because that's some teeny tiny little areas to try to get into. Okay, so we got a little bit of cayenne blue. Now what do we want to put in there? We could maybe, let me see. How about, this is blush. Let's see what happens with blush. Oh yeah, that looks good. These lines are so tiny. Oh my, they're little bitty. All right, and maybe a yellow. Maybe a yellow. Sorry, when I get doing really intricate areas, I just have to kind of shut down and concentrate. But I have not forgotten you. Okay, and where's that blush again? Let's do the top, the blush color. Okay. I mean, it's not the best flag in the world, but it'll do, right? It'll do. Okay, so let's work on the little clothes here on the clothesline. They're cute little clothes. There's a little pair of blue jeans. So we'll make these little pair of blue jeans blue. Okay, then we got a cute little dress here. Yeah, we'll do it like azalea here at the top and bottom. And then maybe, how light is this pink? It's called satin. Okay. And maybe like that for the dress. Okay. We got a cute little shirt here. Let me bring some more yellow in. You know, since I put yellow on the flag, let me put a little bit of yellow like into the shirt. It'll kind of, I think it'll make the yellow in the flag have a little bit, you know, something to even that out a little. And then this is just like a wash blanket or rag or something like that. I might use a light blue on it, maybe. Okay, and then we have our socks. What color do we want our socks, peoples? This is powder violet. So we're going to have some powder violet socks. And then if I can get enough, well, what I want to do, I guess maybe silver clips. You know, the little clips that are holding the clothes on the line can be little silver clips. Okay. All right, guys, look at that. We are approaching 45 minutes, so I am going to stop right here. There'll be links down in the description where you can find this beautiful book if you would like to color in it, as well as all links, Coloritaville. My Amazon affiliate link is there. If you want to support me in the channel, you can bookmark that link and shop through that link on Amazon anytime. And I'll get the credit for those purchases. It really just helps the channel out. I get a few cents for things that you purchase while you're on Amazon through my link. Thanks so much for showing up. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We have just passed 2,800 subscribers, so 200 more and we're at 3,000, which is absolutely amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm so glad you're here. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, share it out to your friends so that they can find the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, peace, love, and happy coloring. Bye, guys.